Welcome to episode 10 of The Consistent Creator. And in this episode, I want to talk about business ownership. Whether, you know, 1% ownership, 10% ownership, or 100% ownership. Let's get right into it. So, recently, I was watching a clip on Facebook where, Bob Johnson, the founder of BET, he was having a conversation, or actually they were interviewing him, and he was talking about, the 1% ownership. Now, I'll get into the 1%, the 10%, and the 100%, and I'll tell you which one I believe in and why it's important to me. But let's start at the top. So 1%, right? 1% ownership. These are the extreme capitalists. These are people that say they rather have 1% of $1 trillion company, or 1% of $100 billion company. And they're usually motivated by money. And that's fine. To each their own. Everybody has their own prerogative in which, they're focused on money. They want to be able to say they're a billionaire, or they want to say they, have all this money. And my personal opinion, I think they caught up in using their money for material happiness, so they can say, oh, I have a yacht, I have a G6, I'm able to take, trips in the Caribbean, I'm able to go to Aruba, I'm able to do this, I'm able to do that. So from my perspective, the extreme capitalists, the 1% group that says that are also very passionate about, yeah, I'd rather have, 1% of $1 trillion company, or 1% of $1 billion company, because, that's really what's important to them. And like I said, to each his own. That's not my prerogative, but, that you can also see, where they are, Not to quote the Bible, but the Bible does say that, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So, obviously, like I said, they focusing on, having that extreme high net worth, like I said, to, cater to their, material ego and their material pride. Then let's talk about the 10%, right? So then you have the 10% group that say, well, they not that extreme, but the next one is, okay, well, I want to have, 10% of maybe $1 billion company, or $100 million company. And these people are kind of in the middle, in the sense that they want to be successful, they want to have that high net worth, so that they can live a great life, and and give their family and their friends, experiences that they never had. But they necessarily don't have to be in that 1% where, it's just money, 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 money. So they have their values are a little bit higher on the spectrum, as far as importance of what's really important to them in life. So like I said, they don't mind having 10% of $1 billion company, or $100 million company, but they still are ambitious. They still want to strive, and they still want to keep a scorecard to see how they're doing. Now, the last one is the 100% owner, in which these people want 100% ownership. They really they're really passionate about what they do, and for them, it's not necessarily so much all the way it's about the money. They don't mind making money, but making money is not the reason they do what they do. One of my favorite quotes from Walt Disney is, I don't make movies to make money, I make money to make movies. I'll say that one more time. Walt Disney said that I don't make movies to make money, I make money to make movies. And I totally resonate with that, because he's basically saying that I'm not in the movie business just so I can get money, just so I can show off how great I am. The reason why I need the money is just so I can make more art, so I can create more great stories, so I can give you guys more of what you want. And if I give you guys what you want, you're going to give me the money. And once I get the money from you, then I can keep giving you more of what you want. And it becomes this great law of reciprocity. I'm not trying to exploit you. Now, like I said, that was way back in the day. The Walt Disney Company is completely different way back in the day than what it is now. So, but I have some videos on the Walt Disney Company coming up. That's later on down the line. But that was Walt Disney's belief. So to answer the question, where do I fall in line? I'm at the 100%. Here's why. I'm a creator, and I take passion and I take pride in the things I involve in. Now, some people could say it's just nostalgia. Some people could say the 1 or the 10% could be like, Joe, you're looking at it all wrong. I love the infamous question. Would you rather have, which is kind of what I alluded to earlier, wouldn't you rather have, 1% of a billion-dollar company or 1% of a trillion-dollar company than to have 100% ownership of a $10 million company? And my answer is no. I take the 100%. Why? Because, like I said, I take pride in what I do. I'm worried about leaving a legacy. I'm not worried about having the money so I can say I'm a billionaire or to say I'm going to have a trillionaire. Here's a newsflash. You can't take it with you anyway. So what's going to happen? You're going to amass all of this money and you still can't take it with you. And you only come through this life one time. So for me, with my values and what my beliefs are, I'd rather have more of a holistic life approach than just to be like, oh, well, I got money and, and put my worth and my validation and all this materialistic stuff. Like I said, you only come through this life once. And I guarantee you, when you're on your deathbed, you ain't gonna be thinking about, damn, I missed out on that deal. I could have made an extra $1 billion. You ain't gonna be thinking about that. You was not gonna be thinking about, oh, I missed out on the deal. I could have made an extra $1 billion. You're gonna be wondering about your life. It's gonna be too late. And you're gonna be wondering about all the people that you left behind. And all the real experiences that you're not gonna be able to experience no more. So like I said, it's just my belief. Not only that, I know most people are not gonna have my best interests at heart, And the thing about it is that too, as a creator, we like control, because a lot of times it's hard. People don't understand creators. People don't understand visionaries. We're one of the most misunderstood groups. Is creators and visionaries and people that's passionate about certain projects. We're misunderstood, but that's because everybody's just so focused on the money. We try to have a Walt Disney approach. We want to produce great work. We want to do great things, and give people great experiences. And then by doing that, then we would want the money to come in versus money. Like for example, like I hope this has some relevance, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell it anyway. Like yesterday, I went to KFC. And they had a promotion, and I went in, and I purchased the promotion. I was given great customer service. Even the general manager of the store, she was very nice. She was very friendly. She asked me, did I need more sauce? She asked me, did I need this? She thanked me for coming in, and she said, she hoped to see me soon. That was great customer service. She didn't go in and try to sell me stuff. She wasn't just focused on, making money right there. And the thing about it is, when that made me want to go back to that same store, to that same KFC again, and spend more money. And the thing about it is that this is a new management, because prior to that, the old management didn't really care, and I didn't go in there as much, and I never even considered about going back to that store. But now they have new management, and as you can see, she's focusing on giving me a great client experience or a great consumer experience, not, hey, how much money can we get out of this guy? But like I said, for me, I'd rather focus more on, doing things that I'm passionate about, like I mentioned before, living a holistic life, not just about money. Because it ain't all about money. How many times have you seen or heard about people that got all the money in the world and they miserable? That's no way to live. You got all the money in the world, but you're miserable. And then you got people that ain't even really got no money and they happy. They got statistics to show that people all around the world, worldwide study, that shows that there's people that's not making millions of dollars or billionaires and they happy. They extremely happy. And that's what success should be about. Gary Vee talks about, success should be about happiness. Not about how much money you got in the bank account, because like I said, you come in with no money, you're gonna leave with no money. But if that's your goal, if you just want to chase money, and your goal, well, to say, so you can brag around and say, I'm a 1%er, that I own, 1% of $1 trillion company, and you're 100 billion. Kudos to you. But I'd rather, do stuff the right way. I'd rather do stuff slowly. Here's another thing is too. They got a study that's done on correlation between the amount of happiness and the amount of money, and it ain't nowhere near what you think it is. I think the numbers could be a little off. You can go ahead and research this, but I think they said that once you get to the I think they said once you get to the quarter million mark, that means $250,000, then your happiness does not dramatically increase. So that means that if you're making $250,000 or more, or even like Gary says, 400,000, which is the 1% in the world, not just United States, in the world, if you're making between 250,000 and 400,000, anything above that does not 10x, does not 100x your happiness. It doesn't. But like I said, this is just what I believe. This is just what my beliefs are, I feel like there's more important things than money. That's not my ambition. My ambition is not, like I said, to be a trillionaire or to be a billionaire, And I guess another reason to that is based on my life experience. But not only that, when you lose people, I love what Mike Tyson said, you really don't value life until you start losing stuff, When you start losing stuff, that's when you become real appreciative of it. So that's what I want to know. If you was a trillionaire and you lost all your money or most of your money, would you still be as happy as before when you lost your money? Most people would be absolutely not. Because they'll be focusing on what they don't have instead of focusing on what they do have. But, like I said, I rambled long enough, but what do you guys think? Are you guys motivated by money? And if you are, like I said, kudos to you. But I just don't seek validation from money and from others just because they got money. Because at the end of the day, they're human beings just like I do. They're just like I am. They was born like I was born. They gonna die like I'm gonna die. That's just the bottom line. They experience life just like I do. They got the same 24 hours like I do. So, yeah, let me know in the comments. 1%, 10%, 100%, or maybe even 50%, or a combination. But I'm curious to hear what you think. So, pick the financial goals that you feel like are best for you. But at the end of the day, I just want you to live your life and be happy. So, have a good day. Sun is out.